Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Dirty Bones. This is episode 1. We're starting Iowa Plains series. I thought I would finally get into it. I know there's going to be an update coming, and hopefully it's not going to require a new game save. Okay, and now here we go with our... You guys notice on your farm sim game that you'll be playing. Now I'm playing on PC, but I'm playing with the controller. That all of a sudden your computer will just kick out like you touched your mouse button and your joystick doesn't have controls anymore. Mine's been doing that quite a bit, and it's only on farm sim. I play other games and it doesn't happen. Only happens on farm sim. So is there an update that needs to be done? Anybody else having the same issue as I am? Okay, that just happened, so now we'll get back to our game. So Iowa Plains. So I started off, if you look in the top right corner, you can see my dollars. So I started off with $2 million. Got things set up. I've only been playing for a couple hours. So we'll go to our map. So this is what we own. Here's where we are. We own all of this. Here's our farm. We own all this wheat. I've already done these 2 fields. We still have to go and grab the straw. I bought this soybean field. This we own. I did the alfalfa, and then we have 2 fields here of corn that we have to do also. Now these ones, I believe, are neither one of them is ready. No, neither one is ready. Okay, this one's not ready, and neither is the soybean. So we just have to finish off our wheat field. There is one thing I wanted to... Where is it? I want to buy this sucker, the water mill, because then we will be set to bring our wheat into here. And I will show you. Now we own that one. I will show you a few other things that I did buy. Let's just make sure everything is going here. Why did you stop working? You were running just fine before. There we go. I guess it was just because we started our new game. Come on, that is not where I want to be. There we go. Okay, we'll get out of his way. Are you not going to read the field? You're going to go off doing something stupid? Yeah, you are going to go off doing something stupid. Okay, we'll let you get your stupidity out. And we'll move along. Whoa! Get out of the way of the UPS driver. We will park our butt back here because I have a feeling our combine is going to do some... Yeah, it's already doing plenty of goofy things. Let's let him do his goofy things. Okay, so we're over here at our cow and pig. I've got some extra straw here. We bought the fendant forager. Excuse me. And there was nothing new we bought here. If we go into our cow shed, okay, we've got our chickens. They're fed. I put the first bit from the trailer into our cow shed. And if you notice by our display, I have realistic livestock enabled. All right, so we do need to go and get... We have 1 rooster, which is not going to be nearly enough to do anything. And then everything is... see, there's no suitable male. Why is this showing up as a rooster? It doesn't look like a rooster. Oh, he's 0 months, that's why. So he's just a young buck. So when he gets older, maybe he'll be able to do his job. Okay, so on to the cow pen. We have our straw in there, which is full. We do need to get some hay in there. Because we are on realistic livestock, it will not take long before animals start dying. And then, of course, our pigs, I put some grain in there. And I did buy some base food. It is still at the vehicle dealership. We'll have to go run and grab that. And then, of course, you all saw at a glance. What are you doing now? You look like you know what you're doing? You seem to look like you know what you're doing. The harvester ran fine on the other 2 fields, so... Now he's just starting to act stupid. So we'll see what happens. But, as you can see, we bought this bad boy. We got the old Mac. And this is our trailer for propane. Well, it does everything, but we got it for the propane. So that we can start drying some of our stuff. Now, we need to jump over to... there we are. Just couldn't remember where our fueling station was. I thought it was over there, but no point in running all over and then it wasn't there. Stop, stop. Thank you. You would think through all these years, Giants would do something better with the vehicles. I mean, I guess they get annoying, you just turn them off. You would think they would have done something by now. Alright, so... I don't know how much this is going to wind down pretty quickly. I don't know how high we're going to go here. Maybe we'll go down to about 150,000. And we'll see how long that propane lasts. Actually, we'll go to 10,000 liters of propane. We'll see how long that's going to last us at the farm. Oh, a little bit more. There we go. That's pretty good. So that was 30,000 bucks just for 10,000 liters. Ooh, the restaurant's loud. Gas station's hiring. Send the kid over there to get a job. There's our, what I think, future constructibles. Whoop. A little hairy on our turn. Let that guy pass. Yeah, I'm hoping that when the update comes through for hopefully some performance corrections and you know, so those constructibles work, if that's what they are, there will not be a new game save. I held off on doing an Alma playthrough, and the update took so long that, well, I mean, you guys let me know. I could still do an Alma playthrough, but has everybody passed, you know, finished off with Alma? Like, I don't want to go waste my time doing an Alma playthrough if nobody's gonna watch it. So you guys let me know if you want to see an Alma playthrough. I mean, it's all fixed up now. You know, there's been, what, 3 upgrades? So everything should be working on it now. I mean, it's a pretty decent map. I don't know why Kalabuki has chosen to release these maps as, in my eyes, as partially finished. I mean, if those are constructibles up by the vehicle dealership, then maybe we shouldn't have released the map until that was done. Because by the time you get everything working, everybody's moved on to another map. we are. Okay, let's get our propane in there. That's just my opinion, by the way. That's not written in stone, but that's the way I am. I'm excited for a map when it first comes out, and I play it, and if things are broken, I stop playing it. You know what? We'll leave that right there. Now, I don't think I have anything in there yet. Oh, actually, you know what we need to take that tanker for? We've got to go get some water for our greenhouses. Okay, so we got our propane in there. We didn't put any wheat in there. I think we'll put all of this, the wheat from this last third field, we'll put in there. Because the one from, well, it wasn't all of it, but the last field we put, I think it was around 38 or 40,000 liters of wheat in for the pigs. So they've got something to eat. And we need water for this and manure. Now, I did buy the manure for... Did I end up putting my... Yes, I did. Let's do quick... No, we're not going to. We won't do a quick flight mode. Let's hop back in our truck. We'll drive over there. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. We did get set up for manure. We can get a good enough view from our Mack truck. We don't need to do a flyover. So our chickens are fed. Our pigs are fed. It's just our cows. And we can actually get to that. The alfalfa's down. It's partially tweeted. Or headed, sorry. I don't know why I always say tweeted. Not even on X. Oh, wait, sorry. Let's go this way first. You can see we put our manure back in the corner there. And it picks it up. Now the pigs. I don't know how much money I spent laying down manure collectors or heaps, whatever you want to call them. I put them over here. See the square right there? Didn't pick it up. I put them back over here. There's one there. Didn't pick it up. One on the left side. Didn't pick it up. And then I went and placed one over there. I had trouble getting it to recognize in there. If you go to... We'll even try it. Let's get in here. Let's go down to Constructables. Oh, silos. There we are. Now, if you're here and you're trying to get it, like I'm going left and right and it won't pick it up. If you go down like this, now watch, it's not going to do it because I left that truck there. That's exactly why it's not going to do it. But if you go down below your building, like on the side here, then it'll move it over enough to pick it up. Now it's not doing it right now because I'm overlapping with the truck, but that was the only place that I could get it to pick up. Now, it might do it all along this whole strip, I don't know, but I was kind of surprised that it wouldn't pick it up on the back of the barn. So now we're set up for our manure. We've got straw in both locations. Only feed, excuse me, in the pigs for right now. Where was... Need to take a little trip for... Where is it? Do we really have to go... Oh, we can go down to the mill probably. We've got to get water. As far as I can tell, our only place for water is here and here. We don't want to go all the way down over here. So we should be able to pick up water right here. Guessing. We'll take a little trip. Go get us some water. We do have to get on our fields so that we can reseed. One of the problems I'm having is $2 million bucks. Wow, I didn't have to buy all that property, all those fields, but I wanted to go big. But one of our issues is that we have not enough tractors to go around. We've only got the 2. And a third one would be nice. But if I'm going to get a third one, I want it to have substantial power so that we can actually do something with it. I don't want to buy just a little. Did we make the right turn? I think we did. Yeah, sure we did. I'm almost trying to convince myself that we did. Should be taking a right. Yeah, I want it to have substantial power so that we can use it for everything. If we just buy a little one, you know, it's just going to be good for moving skids and fertilizing. I don't want that. I would like to buy a nice big one. Something with some horsepower. Maybe a quad track. I think we had to go to the back here. Hopefully we can get to it, right? No, there's a shed there. So that won't get us down there. Where are we gonna go? Can't get down there, can we? I thought there was a water spot on this. You know, do so many map reviews and stuff like that, you forget where everything is. Can we get down here somewhere? And too bad that wasn't like a pump house where we could just back into it, right? Back into it right here and just start. Oh, is there no... Oh, there's no collision on this. Oopsie. Someone didn't put a collision on that. Okay, let's go take a look. See if there's somewhere we can get close enough. Okay, that's all pretty steep. Tanker, our harvester's full. What about over on that side? That's not too bad. It's a bit of a jaunt to get around over there, though. This doesn't seem... it does drop off into the water. Over by that tree seems like it's not too bad. Right there. Maybe it'll pick us up at the little dams. We'll go over around there. Crank her through here. Geez, we should really get our... Oh no, right. We're on our last field. Everything's due tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be our problem. Okay. Because we're going to have lots to do. I believe it was this tree, right? It does look steep going down there. That looks better over there. Let's see what happens. Gonna get stuck? What's going on? We're not there yet. Come on. Pick it up. What is going on here? Oh, we're way up. You know what? The other side would have been better. Look at that. We should have stayed over there. But why is that truck acting like that? Forgot about the brick wall. That I did. So yeah, I guess we're not all that much in a rush for our harvest because we're on our last field. Let's see if we can turn in here. There's got to be an easier spot than this, though. My God. A lot of work. Get water. Better make sure we fill up. Oh, not right on the tree. Good thing we own this, eh? Otherwise, we might be pissing some people off. Tearing up their lawn like this. There we are. Okay, we'll fill that up. It is sitting funny, though. My ladder. That doesn't look right. But at least it's filling. We'll have to find a better fill spot than that. Someone tell me where the good fill spot is. Because I know that's not where it is. Oh wait, didn't we have one right by the greenhouse? Don't get stuck. Oh, we got a lot of weight there. Come on, you can do it. There we go. Yeah, we don't want to be doing that again. Especially with a full tanker. Is there a better spot here somewhere? Like, no, that's just a trickling little creek. That wouldn't have done anything for us. Let's go take a drive down over here. Oh no, that just gets us back over there. I thought it was going to take us over to the other side. Let's do a U-ball. There we go. Back on track, folks. We're back on track. Alright, it's not a long drive back to the farm. We'll get there soon enough. But yeah, there's gotta be a better fill point. We're gonna look by the greenhouse. For some reason, it just dawned on me that I think there was something there. Now we can beat him. We did make the right turn, right? Yeah, we did. It's a right next. The map looks good. Otherwise, I mean, obviously, if you watched my map review, there you could see there's some rendering issues. Definitely in the alfalfa field, there was. Oh yeah, I forgot you were waiting. Ah, you're almost a third of the way done that field. It's only noon. We got plenty of time. We should look into some contracts, see if we can get some extra money, seeing as though $2 million doesn't go far nowadays. The reason I bought that soybean field too was not really for the soybeans, but I wanted that big field. And I wanted to get it before I blew all my money. So now we've got it. I mean, soybeans don't take a lot of fertilizers, so we should still be able to get a pretty decent harvest off of it without having to do anything to the field. That was another reason why. But mainly, I just wanted that big field. Now, let's see how much 32,000 goes along. I hope we're not stuck with a ton of water forever. Alright, you're already more than I thought you were going to be. Wow. Are we going to have to take 3 loads? Wow, you're going to take the whole tanker? Holy. I was not expecting that. I thought it was going to take like 8,000. Takes 40,000. Maybe I should have taken a look at the values before I even went down, eh? So I knew what was going to happen. Because I would have rather have split that. But I thought there was a water spigot somewheres on our property. Now maybe I'm completely off, but I thought there was. Yes, there isn't. Alright, well, we'll go park this. Because we're not going to do another run now. We're going to do a little bit of investigating and find a better place to get some water before we do that again. All right, let's head on over and take care of our wheat. Now I have crop destruction off, but we're still not going to go trouncing through our field. So I always turn crop destruction off, periodic plowing on, and then I turn weeds off. Because nothing says great farming with no weeds. Now the straw I want to bale, but I don't know if I want to go through the trouble of baling all this straw. That's a lot of straw. And the baler that we start with is, I believe it's only 150. Bale size is 150, I believe. It's not big bales, so really don't know if I want to go through that trouble. Come on, AI, you can do it. There we are. Off out of there. Now we don't want to go too far. In fact, we don't want to go anywhere at all, I don't think. I think we'll just hop into our other tractor here. You've got to head out, and I think one thing that changed from 2022, could you not in 2022 get to your field from here, which you can no longer do? Because this is all fenced in, but I don't believe this fence was here in 2022, was it? I think you could just go right to your field. So this is what I've got for the hay-grass ratio. Right there. We're not doing a lot of hay. thought we'd do more grass. That way we can get some silage on the go. And if it turns out we don't have enough hay to feed our cows, then we can always throw some grass in there. I'm not sure I want to bale this, because I did go and buy the fence, so we could do it that way. Okay, now that's going to cause a problem if we do it like that. We're going to have to go to the other end and see how AI deals with it. The fact that there's a fence in the way. We may end up ditching that fence, getting rid of it. I don't mind the fence on the roadside. It doesn't look bad at all. Excuse me. 2 of them, eh? No. Would have been nicer if we could just do 1. But 2 is all we're gonna go. Eh? Should have thought of that when I did the initial setup of cutting. Or sorry, not when I did the initial setup of cutting, when I did the header. Oh, are you gonna readjust for me? You better not go sideways. You are gonna go sideways. Yeah, you are. Okay, I don't even want to look. We are back on the harvester, which maybe what we'll do is, how full was that harvester? Only 30%, so he's probably going to go a few more rows. I want to just try and put it a little closer for him, for the harvester, and then maybe what we will do is head over and grab our fendant forager and try and get something done there. That way we can see our values of our crop. See if we've got enough hay in there for our cows. Next episode's going to be a busy one too, because we're going to have all that soybean and all that corn to harvest. That's why I wanted to go and get the propane, and that's why I also wanted to buy the mill. Now, one mistake I did make was this first field. I took grain into the mill and sold it, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have bought it first, because then we would be producing at the mill right now. Be getting some flour. Okay, let's go see how our buddy's doing over here. He was able to make these corners. He was not able to. Looks all right. Yeah, it all looks good so far. All right, doesn't look like we're gonna have to take down a fence. We may end up taking down that fence anyways, because I'm guessing, well, if the windrower's able to do it, then you would hope that the seeder's able to do it. So then we shouldn't have to in theory, take down that fence, but we may just take it down just as a precaution. I don't remember adding piece on the windrower. Oh, no, wait. I'm thinking of the tether, where you gotta add the little guide piece. I'm thinking of the tether. Let me go down this steep little jaunt. We're gonna, because we want to pick it up right here. And boom, we want to stop. We're not gonna mess with the grass quite yet. We'll just stick with her. Hey, we'll be getting out of the way right away. Got one more row to do. I wish it could only be one, but line yourself up there, buddy. I don't want to get in your way. Yeah, I knew you were going to go back too far. There we go. Now, I thought I had bought the silage additive, but apparently I did not. Oh, let's not miss out. Here we get it all in one. You can see the way it's rendering in is just not, that's not very nice. That's old FS25 kind of standards. Okay, that should be that. Oh, Jesus, let's not go over. Yeah, we're probably going to get rid of that fence just because. Okay, if we park over here, we should be all right. Doing okay. Our harvester gonna end up on the right side, and everything should be good there. So I was noticing too, I don't know how many of you watched the Agroforest series or even played the Agroforest series, but I notice I have a lot more console watchers on for Agroforest, and I didn't realize that console, that's the only mining map that they have, right? Like where there's good stuff, where you can actually, you know, do iron ore and dirt and what's the other one? Rock. You can make rock into stone, and you get a byproduct of dirt. And that's the only option that console players have. You know, us PC players, we've got so many more options, but if anybody knows of another good mining map, like I know there's some South American maps that have like lime mines and that, but majority of these console players are looking for like an iron ore, you know, something decent. And I couldn't think of, I was asked, you know, if there was other ones that they could play, and I couldn't think of any other ones that are out there. So if anybody else knows of a good map with an iron mine, and you know, something where people can do something with, let me know. Put it in the comments, because you know, there are other players. Console, I feel like in 2025, if this trend continues where modders are putting a lot of the maps out on itch and they're just putting them out on PC and not so much on console, I think Giants are going to start losing sales on console farm sim. Because I know the reason I bought a PC was specifically for this game. I felt like I was getting cheated out of mods. And I wanted to play good maps. And my first year that I bought, after I bought a PC, man, I was like in every third-party site. You know, I was on Pop Smurf and a few of the other ones, getting good maps, and you know, I'm willing to pay for a map. I haven't got a problem with that at all. But like, there used to be some good mining maps come down on, well, PC, but some of those have even disappeared too. But in 19 and 22 specifically, there was one that was based off of, I want to say, Elm Creek. And it was a great mining map. Like, you could spend hours doing stuff on there. But unfortunately, console players don't get that kind of stuff. So, like I said, if you guys can know of a good map for console players where they can do a bit of mining, something other than just lime. I got the gist that, you know, they don't want to be just doing lime. They want to get into iron ore and stuff like that. Let me know. Because, you know, people want to play different stuff, and if we can help each other out find stuff, then, you know, that's valuable to everybody. The farm sim community is amazingly helpful. It's probably the most helpful community there is out there. So, yeah, like, let's help everybody out. Let's let everybody enjoy the game as much as they can. Oh, I didn't turn anything on, did I? No, I didn't. See if we can still cheat that in there. Yeah, I think we got most of it. Yeah, you know, I used to play, like, every game, and just every game that I like, which is mostly sim games, but, and do videos on them. And I'm going to start doing some demos and stuff like that again pretty soon, but I used to do everything instead of just farm sim, and, you know, you get some comments that are just like, my God, man, it's just a game, relax. But farm sim is all around pretty good. I think I've had one bad comment on my Alma review, because I think it was one of my first ones I ever did for farm sim. Someone gave me a, you know, was a dork shooting his mouth off comment. You know, it didn't need to be made, but he made it just because. And of course, you're going to find one of those everywhere, But other than that, I mean, everybody is, you know, if I do something doorknobby in Farm Sim in one of my videos, you guys are extremely helpful on, oh, hey, go find this mod and this'll help you out here. And, you know, everybody helps each other out in Farm Sim. Instead of, you know, taking advantage to pick an easy target on somebody that's screwing up, instead of making fun of them. Farm Sim's family is very good for being helpful. So, there's my preach for the day. You guys are great. I should have said this earlier on in the video, because half of you won't even, or 3/4 of you won't even see this, because you won't watch that one. But such is life. Well, I'm sure we'll get the opportunity to do it again. So we got to check, once we get onto the field here, I want to check and see how much... Whoa, sorry, buddy, I cut you off. Full on my fault. I want to see how much food that gave our cows. Now we still got to go back and pick up the pig food too. Are we able to get everything? No, not everything. We can come at it from a different angle. We'll get it. Okay, so that is it. He just finished off. That actually worked out pretty good for a... Come on, keep going. What are you sitting there for? You contemplating life or what? Move it along there, Chewbacca. I don't think you're rubbing against a fence. At least visually you weren't, but maybe you were. Okay, so we have... Now, is that just not rendering in that whole other line? Because if I did end it there, well, that's pretty much perfect. Oh, yeah, there we go. Now it's rendering in. See, there's where we need the performance upgrade. Like my PC, which is not top of the line by any means, screams. My fan just screams running this map. So I know it needs some performance updates. But I'll tell you what, if you look at, when you're doing the wheat, go and look at the wheat as you're harvesting. You know, scroll your view down like that and look at the wheat. It looks great. I don't know if I'm getting it or not. Yeah, I am. I just don't want to make sure I don't get that grass. There we go. That should be... Did we get it all? Yeah, we missed a few little patches. My God, where did your steering... What happened to your steering? I used to know how to drive these things. You know, I think I mentioned it before, but I used to be a Class 1 driver. Well, I still have my Class 1 license. And I move oversized buildings around. The company I work for makes... oh, that's why we didn't pick it up. We're full. Dum-dum. The company I work for builds. I guess the best way to describe it would be pods. And you stack these pods and place them side by side. And once the pods are all fit together, you have like a hotel. Or, you know, a rehab center or something like that. So my company builds these things. And they are 24 feet wide by 60 feet long. I mean, they vary in sizes, but that's the biggest size that we produce. So I work in a small town. We have 3 large properties around town. Big open pieces of property, apart from our warehouse where these buildings are produced, which we have, just to show you how big our buildings are, we have 27 bays where we can fit 4 buildings deep in each bay. So 4 times 27 is 80, 108. We can technically have 108 buildings being built at any given day. Now we don't, because we have like two rows of builds going on, and then on each side of those is an empty bay so that we can transport, you know, lumber and metal and stuff like that, whatever we need to the job site that they're building. So every third one is open for a forklift to go up and down. So we have empty bay and then 2 bays where we're building, and then an empty bay, and then 2 bays where we're building, and then an empty bay. I'm not going to figure out the math on that, on how many buildings we have going. One of you can figure that out. Put it in the comments if you want. So we moved these 24 by 60 buildings to other yards and parked them because the contractors that we deal with, they want, 20 buildings at a time, or they don't want just one building. Oh, I got the grass on that. What did it pick up? Picked up regular alfalfa. Okay, I guess we'll just stick with, oh, we just switched over to grass. Or dry alfalfa. Okay. So we're okay. We'll go take a run back down here. But yeah, so I move 24 by wide by 60 foot buildings not every day. Every 2 or 3 days we're moving a few buildings out. Our company wants to produce 10 complete buildings a week. That's what they want. That's fully electrical, HVAC, plumbing, all that stuff. It's all wired in, and it's all got to be wired in a certain way so that when these pods are put together, they can just attach one to the other, and the electrical all fits, the HVAC all fits, and that's what we sell. So we're very busy. We are in Alberta, so we're off the mountains, and a lot of the stuff that we build is for mountain communities. Lake Louise, they build like employee housing, so we build them for them, and then we deliver them in spring, and they only have the spring, summer, and fall to construct these things and get them together before, the heavy snow of winter arrives. So that's what they do, and it's all pretty cool. And I get to be one of those rare people that has a Class 1 license and gets to go home every day instead of living in my truck, which is also something that I did for 6 years. And I'm glad I do not have to do that anymore. Okay, so now let's check out how our cows are doing. Oh, that's our pigs. What am I? I'm like, where's our hay? There it is. Okay, we're almost full. So we should be good there for a bit. Now, there is one thing I did wrong there. I should not have put all the hay in because I wanted to keep some for when our silage is ready, but we should have another crop almost ready to go by then. So we will scoop up our grass. Do we want to scoop up our grass? Or do we want to bale it? I think we want to bale it. We'll go park this bad boy down in here. Kind of hoping to keep all my grass implements up there. Keep them together. Mind you, we do have our baler down here. But that's where it started in the game. Man, I'm all over the place. Now, we certainly don't need this big bad boy for a baler. We'll go see how our harvester's doing. I'm pretty sure our harvester is empty. Or, sorry, is full. And we need to empty it. We will go check that out. Yeah, it's just sitting there waiting. And then it looks like I've got a ton of baling to do. I mean, we bale this hay. We're not going to need hay for a very long time. We're almost done that field. Got maybe, what, 3 rows left? Now, oh, you missed one in the middle. See, so this field is going to be one of them problem fields. Like there was lots of them in Alma. Okay, our worker is complete on our windrowing, so all we got to do is bale that stuff up. Oh no, sorry, we're not going to bale that stuff up. We got to do silage. Jeez, I just remembered. Good thing, we didn't bale it up. I forgot. We don't need to bale that grass up because, well, one, we don't have a mixer, which is not something we're really going to need. Right, because, am I thinking wrong by saying the fermenter can do it? Because actually, I don't think the fermenter can do it. Right? The fermenter just changes alfalfa to silage. So all it's doing is speeding it up. So we do still need a mixer. But we don't have... I don't want to spend the money on a mixer right now. Maybe we'll get lucky and we'll be able to pick up a used one. I never did check to see what is in there right now. Okay, the first 4 were in there at the very start. That 5th one's added today. So it's got to clean out a lot of stuff because there's nothing there that is useful for us. I mean, this would be great, but we're not going to get into that yet. Maybe later on. So, all right, folks. Well, we're just going to finish up this hay field, and I'm going to be doing some baling and get the silage going. We're only going to bale the straw. We're going to put the alfalfa in and turn that into silage, and that's what we're going to do. That's it for this episode. We're almost into an hour, so we're going to end it there. I'm Dirty Bones. Like and subscribe, and welcome to the Iowa Plains series. We'll catch you in the next one. Stay dirty, everyone. Peace.